Welcome to part 2 of the History of Motorcycle Land Speed Records video. In this one, we'll be going to the latest one in 2010. So the war ended in 1945, but it wasn't until 1951 that the record was broken. Wilhelm Herz rode an NSU streamlined 500cc motorcycle up to 180 miles per hour on the A9 Autobahn in Germany. Four years later, Russell Wright broke the record and raised it to over 184 miles per hour on an HRD Vincent 998cc V-twin in Swannanoa, New Zealand.
Was achieved on the first run. And here is Russell on his second run, going at over 3 miles a minute, no less than 187.14 miles an hour.
On September the 25th of the same year, on the Bonneville Salt Flats of USA, Johnny Allen rode a 649cc Triumph to a whopping 192 miles per hour. This record led to Bonneville being an iconic name for Triumph, which led to them making the very first Triumph Bonneville in 1959, the T120. But it was not an official FIM world record. Wilhelm Herz returned, this time to the Bonneville Salt Flats, with the 499cc NSU Delphin 3 Streamliner, with an unusual rotary supercharger. On the 2nd of August 1956, he rode over 189 miles per hour, setting a new official world record. Feeling he can still improve, Wilhelm hit the salt flats again, and just 2 days later, he not only smashed his old record, but became the first person ever to ride a motorcycle over 200 miles per hour. In fact, hitting over 210 miles per hour, he set a new standard for motorcycle land speed records. The following month, on the 6th of September, Johnny Allen returned to the Salt Flats on board a streamlined Triumph Tiger T110. It went over 214 miles per hour. However, once again, it wasn't an official FIM world record. Finally, in 1962, the record was broken again. William A. Johnson rode a Triumph 650 to over 224 miles per hour on the Bonneville Salt Flats. After this record, speeds really started to increase. In 1966, Robert Leppen brought a 1298cc Triumph Special Gyronaut X1 Streamliner to Bonneville. This twin-engined motorcycle went over 245 miles per hour. Don Vesco brought the Yamaha Big Red Streamliner to the Salt Flats. This was a 700cc twin-engine two-stroke machine. Don managed to hit 251 miles per hour on it, being the first person ever to break the 250 mile per hour barrier on a motorcycle. Later in 1970, Cal Rayborn rode a 1480cc nitro-fueled Harley-Davidson Sportster nicknamed Godzilla to Bonneville, hitting over 265 miles per hour. Five years later, on the 28th of September, Don Vesco returned on a 1390cc Yamaha Silverbird Streamliner. He used two 4-cylinder 2-stroke engines from a TZ750 race bike. destroyed the previous record and reached over 302 miles per hour, making him the first man to get over 300 miles per hour on two wheels. 3 years later, in 1978, with no one to beat him, Don Vesco returned to the Salt Flats to beat his own record. On the 28th of August, he rode the new Lightning Bolt Streamliner with two Kawasaki KZ100 turbo engines with a combined displacement of 2030cc. He broke the record with over 318 miles per hour. This record held for 12 years. On the 14th of July 1990, Dave Campos set a new world record of 322 miles per hour on board a 3000cc Harley-Davidson Streamliner at the Bonneville Salt Flats. This was the longest official record held, and it held for 16 years. In 2006, a battle erupted between Rocky Robinson and Chris Carr. Rocky started the record breaking on the 3rd of September on board the Top Oil Attack Streamliner with twin Suzuki Hayabusa engines with a combined displacement of 2600cc. He broke the record at over 342 miles per hour. Only 2 days later, Chris Carr, riding the Bub 7 Streamliner, which had a 2997cc purpose-built V4 engine, broke the new record over 350 miles per hour. 2 years later, on 26th of September 2008, Rocky Robinson returned on his Top Oil Attack Streamliner and broke 360 miles per hour. Following year, Chris Carr came back with the Bub 7 Streamliner, breaking Rocky's record again, this time by just 7 miles per hour. Another year goes by and Rocky Robinson returns on the 25th of September 2010 on his trusty Top Oil Attack Streamliner and broke the record once again with 376 miles per hour. This record still stands today as of the 20th of September 2022. We plan on making more videos like this, and maybe going into more detail about the record breakers themselves. If that seems interesting to you, please remember to subscribe, like, and hit the bell icon.